Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. And as always, we do appreciate the support. A big thank you to all who usually support. So, guys, I want to talk about two things today. I want to talk about one, Orgill has made a move. I came across this a little bit earlier on in the day. And also a potential reason as to why the Reggae Boyz performances in the first two games against Suriname and Guadeloupe, respectively, might have looked disjointed. The reason that it, as to why it could, in terms of action. Not saying that that is the reason, so to speak, but just, this could be a reason why the performance looked a bit disjointed, right? For starters, Orgill has made a move, guys. Orgill was at Antalyaspor. I always struggle to pronounce the name of that football club. I think I got it right on that particular occasion, but Orgill was there, and he has now made a move to Manisa FK, which is a club that is currently in the Turkish second division, right? At the end of the just concluded 2021 season, they were actually in the Turkish third division, right? They gained promotion to the Turkish second division, and they gained promotion rather impressively, right? They were an invincible, so to speak. The term invincible, what we refer to that as, right? They went unbeaten the entire season in the Turkish third division, right? They would have played 36 games, right? 23 W's, right? 12 draws, right? And the magic number, 0 losses, right? So he's going to an invincible football club. I really and truly, they made a step up to the Turkish second division, so it's highly unlikely that they will go invincible this season. It's when you're jumping divisions, it's always a massive jump, right? But yeah, so they won the league about the Turkish third division about 5 weeks before it ended, right? Obviously, because they didn't lose any games this season. The club is a relatively young football club. They were founded in 2001, right? 19 years ago. The 20th birthday, so to speak, has not arrived as yet, right? They also played in the Europa League as well by virtue of winning the Turkish Cup, right? And they play in a 16,000-seater stadium, and they have black and white home kits, right? So, that's just a small rundown on, this club, Manisa FK, right, that Orgill has just made a move to, right? It's not surprising that has dropped out of the Turkish first division. Initially when he went to Turkey, his goals, because remember, he went like in January, if memory serves right, the year off the top of my head. I don't remember what year it was off the top of my head, right? But initially he went to, Turkey in about midway the season, right? And hit the ground running ASAP, right? Scored some goals, right? And his goals per game ratio was very good. But since then, unfortunately, his goals have kind of declined in terms of the amount of goals he has scored, per season. And, this season wasn't a very impressive season from a goal scoring standpoint, right? It wasn't a very impressive season from a goal scoring standpoint at all, right? So let me see if I can find it here. Or is it eluding me right now? Where is the... Hold on a sec. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not finding the... Where is it? Oh, see it here. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't finding it for a second there, guys, but bear with me. I just found it now. So yes, this is his SOFA score for his stats for this season, right? As you see right there, he only scored 1 goal this season. He played 32 games, started 16 minutes per game, 49, right? Assists, 1 assist this season. So in what 32 games, he only had 2 goal scoring contributions. You know, that's not good. That is not good at all, right? You know, passing accuracy 72%. You know, this is a very important stat as well. His goal conversion, right? His goal conversion, unfortunately, is 4%. Big chances missed, only 4. You know, so basically they're saying with that stat that he did miss a lot of sitters, right? He did not miss rather a lot of sitters, but his goal conversion was still relatively low. You know, 4%, a goal conversion rate of 4%, you know, is not good. Is not good at all. It's not good at all, right? And that's with the greatest of respect to Deva. Goes from inside the box, 1 out of 22, right? So, you know, goes from outside the box, 0 out of 3. So, you know, Deva Orgill didn't have the best of season, so to speak, this season in the Turkish First Division. Hopefully the player can, you know, go to the second division and recapture some of the form that he would have been on when he initially moved to Turkey, right? Secondly, the Reggae Boyz, right? The Reggae Boyz looking a little bit disjointed in their first 2 games, right? It's not entirely surprising, truth be told. It's not entirely surprising, truth be told. You know, I am not surprised by this, truth be told. The preparation for the tournament was poor, right? The preparation for this particular tournament, the Gold Cup tournament, was very, very poor, right? Yeah, so the preparation was poor, and I think that chemistry has a lot to do with it. Gelling has a lot to do with it. You know, a lot of people may allude to, you know, the lack of a system. You know, they don't see a system on the field on the field rather. They don't see, you know, patterns of play. They don't see patterns of movement. You know, they don't have a clear vision, so to speak. They don't, you know, clear tactics, clear and consistent tactics, etc., etc. But I think the main reason, in my humble estimation, you know, many people would disagree, but I think the poor preparation for the Gold Cup has played a major role, right, in the team not looking fluid in the first 2 games, right? You know, the team has really and truly relied a lot on individual brilliance, right? Individual brilliance, not only in terms of the main key moments of the particular goals. All of the goals we have scored in this tournament have been very good goals, by the way. Very good goals. But even individual brilliance in terms of like getting the ball up the pitch. So, and, you know, it hasn't really been consistent. As I said, you know, there hasn't really been consistency. You know, we have seen it in patches. We have seen fluidity in patches, right? But we haven't really seen it on a consistent basis, so to speak, right? And, you know, I think the main reason, in my humble estimation, right, for the disjointed performances in the first 2 games is the lack of preparation for the tournament. You guys know that, you know, a number of the friendly games that we had leading into the tournament, we didn't have our best squad, right, on paper for these respective games, everybody has not really played together, or this unit, this bond, so to speak, has not played together on a consistent basis leading into this tournament, right? And I think that's very important from the standpoint of understanding each other's personal traits, understanding each other's game, and just basically, you know, the chemistry, and just feeding off of each other's rather energy, right? Each other's vibe, each other's movement, right? It's just not there, and I personally think that that is an issue. You know, yes, you know, we would like to see more clear patterns of play. One of the things that, especially in the Guadeloupe game, a lot of the attacks, the attack was very lopsided. It was coming down the left-hand flank a lot of the times. Most of the attacks was coming down the left, from what I saw, right? But yeah, you know, yes, the patterns of play, yes, the system, right? You know, the lack of an identifiable system. It seems like there's a lot of improvisation, so to speak. You know, that is a part of it as well, you know, in my estimation. You know, even if there's a system in place, or Theodore Tapper Whitmore has a system in place, or is telling the boys, you know, the respective patterns of play, you know, the respective roles and the respective functions, the respective patterns of movements, etc., etc. Even if he is instructing them to do that, we're not clearly seeing it on the pitch, right? And so, but I do think that the gelling, the lack of gelling, the lack of chemistry, and the poor preparation for this tournament has caused the performances, is the main reason, so to speak, why the performances have looked so disjointed. I know many of you would probably disagree with me, but that's just my opinion, right? I think these two performances shows the importance of proper preparation for these respective tournaments, right? Players who pulling out because of all sort of personal reasons, guys, you know, want to come to these tournaments, you guys want to go to these tournaments and do well, you have to be involved in the preparation stage as well. And JFF as well need to get them up together. And then they played a major role, in my opinion, in the preparation stage for the tournament being so messed up, right? But guys, you know, that's my 2 cents. Devon Orgill makes a move. Hopefully he can, you know, hit the ground running and rediscover his best form in the Turkish 2nd division. And, you know, just basically the main reason why I think the Reggae Boyz performances have looked a bit disjointed, and that's putting it kindly, in the first 2 games of the Gold Cup. So guys, that's my 2 cents. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.